Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Thursday afternoon, June 22nd, and we are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ESN, the SPY. I didn't have a good day. I had a really bad trade that cost me in B and C. Kind of threw me off my game, although I think I saw the market really well overall. Just didn't get back. I mean, I got back into it a little bit, but nothing like I should have. Saw that they were going to go probe an M period. Took a fictitious trade, which made me 30-something freaking points. Why I didn't take it for real is a question I'm still asking myself. Let's go to the other ones, and we'll go over everything. So NQ goes out with an afternoon pullback in H. A nice price probe, and they just missed getting yesterday's high, which would give them an opportunity for an outside day up. Righty does not get either side of the IB, and they end 10 wide, and they're down on the daily. We end up with 9 wide. We were 9 for 9 at one point. It got raised to its highest point, which was A's high late in the day, and an afternoon pullback. And it took a long time before we finally got our IB high, which I thought we would get. We finally got it in K. So we've been pushing lower. Like I said, the market continually gets short on the shorter time frame. I used the 16th price spike as my line in the sand for sellers, and I used the price spike basically from the 12th. Well, I really think those are still in play. I think this market is very short. I do think if we take out the 14th logo and come out of balance, we will go test the 12th price spike. However, if we don't, I think we're eventually going to take back the price spike from the 16th and really hurt a lot of shorts if they remain short. So what I did today was take a short against the gap fill today. We gapped lower. Again, only 25% of gaps down have held, 6 out of 24. So when we did fill the gap, I took a short the first time, made a couple of points. Then in B period, it looked like we were going to go trend, and I did okay on a couple of small longs, and then it started. In fact, I was up about 8.5 points on longs, but then it pulled back. So I'm going to go through the trade with you, and I'll tell you why I ended up getting upset at myself. So I got long 1 at 11 and a quarter when B pulled back, right? As the time frame was coming towards the end. When we filled the single prints, I bought 5 at 09.50. And then when we got to B's low, when C opened, C opened, and we got to B's low, I added 4 more at 04. It rallied for a point, took 1 off, I was long 9. Then it dumped. I was going to use the opener as my out. Well, I should have used the opener as my out. Got out of them instead at 99 for an 82-point loss on that. If I had held them, not much longer after, we came back, I would have been in the money on the 04 kind and on the 09.50 kind. So I'm not saying it was right to hold the trade the whole way. Single print fill is one thing. Holding the one-time framing is another. So again, you could call it lucky. You could call it whatever you want if I would have held it and it went back up. But the reason I thought I was right is we got the overnight high. We only take out both sides of the overnight under 20% of the time. So I should have given myself at least that opening. Okay, yes, it would have been a big loss, but give myself the opening because the day's low front ran the overnight low. So once we got that overnight high, I'm like, are we really going to go get both of them? Now again, there's always a possibility of that. Regardless, I took it off. I was down at that point 70 points. Now in H period when it came in, so that's the only thing I did after that. I stepped away. I didn't do anything. When E went all the way up, I was thinking about shorting it, but we still hadn't taken out either side of the IB, because they like playing games up here. I didn't do anything. When H pulled back, I made 6 points on longs, And I told the room, if it gets back in H, we were now trading around 8. I said, if we get back to around 4, I'm going to take a 5 lot and hold them. Well, that didn't happen, and we rallied. And then I pulled back after we took out H's high. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it right now, get back. I should have, obviously. I did take a short in M period right before we broke L, which I made 8 points on. But once M got rejected, never could even get the POC raised, and we started going back up, I told the room, I said, this thing is going to go price pro. We're going to go make a new high. I fictitiously bought a 10 lot at 18. And the way I would have managed it, I would have made 30-something points, which would have made my loss only, I would have made, I'll tell you exactly what I made, because 14, 20, 32 points I would have made. So I would have ended up only losing 24 points on the day if I had really done that trade. So I think I saw the market well, yet I lost 56 points. That's life. I'm down 37.5 points for the week. Again, I think I see the market well. Sometimes I don't get out, or I add when I shouldn't. And this time, being long the 10, I should have firmly used the opening probably as my out. So again, I'm kind of talking to myself here as I go through the trade. I hope it helps newer traders and stuff. I'm not recommending anybody to do what I did, but I'm telling you the reason why I bought when the single prints failed, and again at B's low, and again why I thought maybe holding it I still should have because of the things we talked about. Anyway, as far as destinations, I plan on getting back those 37 points tomorrow. Upside is today's high, 436.62, and you should have all the others from the upside. For the downside, I'm not using the price probe. It wasn't that big. But 435.09 is 9 wide, today's high. H's is afternoon pullback low of 434.42, and today's low of 433.60, which, by the way, in SPY is weak against the balance low of 433.59. Remember, SPY's dividend caused us to get closer to our balance low. That's another reason why that long should have probably stayed in my pocket, because we had gotten to the balance low one time and bounced off it in a SPY at least. ES 0950 is our 9 wide, A's high. 02.25 is the afternoon pullback low, H is low, and today's low of 93.75, and today's high is 24.50. And then on the chart, now we have 1 day to go in this week. Remember, it was a short week, okay? We have an inside week going, so unless we have a really big move tomorrow, and I mean a really big move, because we'd have to go up $8.50 to take out last week's high, and we'd have to go down $6.50 to take out last week's low. So if we do have an inside week, it should set things up nicely for next week. And on the daily, again, I know a lot of you might be calling it down, and I have no problem with that. I'm still just staying in this as a big 7-day balance for now, where the 14th low is really important to hold for buyers. And I'm going to say that level, the gap fill and the price spike from the 16th. See what happens. Again, another thing, the volume, only 69 million again. So these 3 days that they have pushed have all been under average volume. I'm still leaning that the shorts are going to get taken out. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening. And thank you so much for liking and subscribing to this channel.